Wonderful. My name's Wayne Jervis. I work for Unitrends. I've been working for Unitrends for 6 years almost. I'm going to talk about ransomware, some of the threats associated, but I'm going to be providing a demo that focuses on two of the key features that we like to talk about with regards to how we can help protect you against ransomware, or also, again, how you can recover. Now, our mantra is to protect data everywhere. So we have solutions that will protect data in the data center, the endpoint, and as well as SaaS-based solutions as well. So Office 365, Salesforce, and G Suite, or Google Workspace now it's called. Now, the first thing I'm going to say, obviously, is that employees are under attack. And ultimately, they're being attacked through phishing attacks. And as you can see from this slide, 65% of ransomware payloads today are delivered through phishing attacks. Second thing is ransomware avoids detection. So what we have to be concerned with is the attack loop that can occur when you're backing up data, and when you're going through a recovery process with ransomware, you may restore ransomware back into the infrastructure after you've recovered. Okay, so you want to avoid the attack loop. And thirdly, we know that ransomware or backups are under attack. So there's the dark side group who are delivering ransomware as a service, and essentially they are focusing on attacking Windows-based backup solutions ultimately. So you should have a solution that is Linux-based or non-Windows-based to protect your data, because it's going to be more secure. Now, as Unitrends, we like to say, as I said before, we protect everything everywhere. We're going to protect your data in the cloud. We're going to protect your SaaS-based solutions, your endpoints, and your data center. But we also have built into our technology ransomware detection, compliance settings as well that allow you to test your SLAs against your backups, as well as dark web monitoring and phishing defense. And we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the demo itself. You should be able to recover your data as well at the folder level, drive level, database, data center level. These are things you should be looking for in your solution from a data protection perspective. And sorry, oh God, wrong slide. Everything should be automated. So you should have a solution that is going to automate your testing. You should have a solution that's going to allow you to intelligently focus on aspects of your data protection, such as alerts, critical alerts, to give you that visibility of what's important. And we do this through a product we have called UniView that brings all these technologies together centrally in a central management console. Now, from our perspective, from a Unitrends perspective, we've got great experience in helping customers recover from ransomware. We've got one scenario which was in the US where a customer was infected by ransomware. They were running our backup solution as well as another backup solution. The customer could actually recover from our technology and not necessarily the other solution. Now, we have tools within our product that allow you to stage your recovery before pushing it into production. And as you know, with cyber insurance, they require you to test the backups before you move back into production. So we were able to deliver that functionality as part of the process of recovering, which reduced the recovery time for that particular customer. Very successful case. Now, I'm going to quickly run you through a demonstration of two of these key products that we want to demonstrate to you. And the first product, if this mouse is going to work, it's not going to work, is our Unitrends product. So our Unitrends product, we can log in through UniView. This is the UniView platform that pulls together our Office 365, our endpoint management, and our Unitrends appliance solution. But with our Unitrends appliance solution, we can essentially test your backups. We have a product called Recovery Assurance that allows you to test your SLAs and test your backups in an orchestrated way. So what you're seeing here is a dashboard with oh God.
You change to the...
Oh, wow.
Is mirror display?
Let's mirror display. Yeah, that's interesting. That's the first time it's happened. Okay. All right, apologies. So what I was talking about here is this recovery assurance tile. It's designed to orchestrate your testing of your backups. So what it does is, firstly, it will test your RPOs and RTOs and give you a compliance report. So what you're seeing here is us configuring a backup job or a testing job that pulls together a service, and it will test your RPOs and RTOs. So you can define the SLAs associated with your service and test against them. So RPOs, RTOs, in this instance, we have an RPO of 24 hours and an RTO of 1 hour. So when we ran this test, you can see the actual RPO is 1 hour or 11 hours and 8 minutes. And that basically means the latest backup is 11 hours and 18 minutes. We're testing against a 24-hour RPO. 11 hours is less than 24 hours, so we're meeting that SLA. The recovery time we were testing against was 1 hour. We were able to recover this service within 11 minutes during the testing process. And if we click on this particular job, you will see it's a service. It's a domain controller, it's an app server, it's an SQL server. It's showing you the individual RPOs and RTOs that we were able to achieve. If any one of these RPOs and RTOs were not met, we would actually fail the service. And then it's up to you to go and discover why we missed the SLA. It could have been a missed backup. It could be essentially a service that has failed, but it gives you visibility into your recoverability. All of this is orchestrated as well. So when we actually create one of these jobs, we do this through orchestration. So it's a testing process that is orchestrated, and it's a workflow. So if we can see here, we're using something called instant recovery, where we're leveraging the client storage, presenting it to a virtual infrastructure, and we are starting and reconfiguring the virtual machines as we spin them up. Now you can see right here, we have a boot order, which essentially allows you to orchestrate the booting of the service in the order that you'd expect to boot the service. But more importantly, we have inbuilt tests. So we're testing at the application level and service level within each individual workload. So we give you the tools to test what's important within the recovery process. Think about disaster recovery. Often when you go through disaster recovery process, it's often the small nuanced things that protract the recovery process. A service not starting, an update hasn't been catered for. We give you the tools to test for what's important. And more importantly, we have the ability to scan the backups for malware as well. So you're proactively scanning the backups for malware. So when it comes to that loop of having to restore data from a ransomware attack, you can actually look at our system, find certified backups that are free from malware, and use those certified backups to recover into the staging area and then basically speed up that recovery process. So we're talking about giving you visibility into free from ransomware backups with our technology. Very powerful. If we found ransomware, we would actually flag it in this process. We have inline detection as well of ransomware, where we look at the entropy of data, the randomness of the data. We track metrics and metadata about the backups that we actually process. So we're going to give you visibility into the ransomware itself. The last thing I'm going to actually show you as well, with regards to SaaS-based backups, is we have the ability to, the fact is I'm not using my mouse. There you go. If I go to my UniView view, and I go to my SaaS-based backups, we have Office 365 and Google Workspace within our UniView tenant, which I'm quickly showing you now. I can actually log into my Office 365 environment. We're going to be protecting SharePoint, OneDrive, etc. with our solution, and it's a cloud-to-cloud based backup solution. But I can connect into my Office 365 solution, which is called Spanning, which is going to protect your Office 365 data. But part of our solution is something called dark web monitoring. And the dark web monitoring aspect of our product is going to look at the tenant and go out and find compromised credentials associated with that tenant on the dark web. So what we see here is Christian has been found to have compromised credentials on LinkedIn, Canva, Bitly. On Canva and Bitly, he's using the same passwords. He could be using the same password for Office 365, which is going to lead to account takeovers. So we're giving you visibility associated with your tenant of compromised credentials so you can further secure your tenant. By talking to users, giving Security 101 training, very powerful solution, but it's integrated, it's part of our product portfolio. We're integrating other products in our stack to create value for our customers with our technology. So I think I have hit the end of my 15 minutes. Any questions around what I've just said? And okay, thank you.